Part-time economist, when are you going to make more Splinterlands content? Well, since you asked, Splinterlands isn't doing so hot. The price of their SPS cryptocurrency is down almost 97% from its all-time high. The price of the cards that you need to invest in to even get started playing the game are down almost 60%. The transactions in the game have fallen from 4 million to less than 500,000. They've been through 2 rounds of layoffs. The founder has basically left the company, and things don't seem to be getting better because they recently sold their Rebellion packs to the public for $5 each, and those packs are now valued at less than $4 for a 20% decrease in value. We can definitely talk about Splinterlands, but you might not like what I have to say. Hey everyone, and welcome back. I am the Part-Time Economist, and in today's video, we are talking about the Splinterlands blockchain-based NFT play-to-earn trading card game. But before we get started, I do want to give a couple disclaimers. Number one, this is not a financial advice video. I'm a random person on the internet sharing thoughts that just randomly pop into their head. So please do not chart your investing destiny based off what I say in today's video. Point number two, this video is going to come off as somewhat critical of Splinterlands, so I want to put that in context before I start the video. I used to love playing Splinterlands. Back in the day, I would play all my quests, I would write the articles about the game. I thought it was amazing, and to be honest, it was just an awesome time in my life in general, and whenever I think back to that time in my life, Splinterlands is a big part of it. It's a game that I used to love playing. It's a game that I want to see succeed. So, if I love the game so much, why am I being critical of it? Well, I think it's important to understand that Splinterlands isn't like any other game. It's not like going to the store and paying $20 for Monopoly or $45 for some Magic the Gathering cards. With those, you're just going to have fun, to enjoy yourself, and you expect to spend money. Splinterlands specifically offers itself to the world as a play-to-earn game, with a focus on earning. In other words, there is some expectation of profit with the game, which means, in my opinion, we have to hold it to a higher standard, specifically when it comes to how it's selling itself to the public. If I invest $50, $60, $1,000, $10,000 in Splinterlands, I'm expecting to make money. If I take $20 down to my local game store and pick up some Pokemon cards, I'm not expecting to have that as an investment. So, with that being said, I do want to talk about the economics of the game, but I also want to be clear, if you just love playing, you love being a part of the community, and you just view this as your gaming budget, I am not trying to take that away from you. So let's jump in to Splinterlands, talking about the SPS governance token. Now, when you play Splinterlands, you can earn in a variety of ways. One of those is through your battles, basically getting the SPS governance token. Now, this has fallen from around 90 cents back in its high to about 2.5 cents today. So if we do the math, that is about a 97% decline. People are going to say, you're comparing it to its all-time high. Well, of course I am, right? Because if you bought in then, you have lost a ton of money. But really, if you had bought in at virtually any other time, you still would have lost money, right? You can see here on this chart from CoinGecko, regardless of when you bought in, you've more or less lost money. Now, there are going to be some people that bought in at exactly the right time. They made a lot of money. And again, high five, thumbs up, I'm happy for you. However, if I'm someone that's considering playing this game, looking long term, this doesn't look promising. What it looks like to me, there was a massive spike, and I'm just not seeing movement to get back to that high point. Within Splinterlands, the important thing to understand is that you don't just play the game for free, right? If it was a free-to-play game and I got some crypto and that crypto went down in value, I wouldn't be complaining because it was free. But with Splinterlands, you have to invest in the game to even get started. Now, when you invest in the game, you purchase different cards, and there's lots of different sets and editions and everything like that. I'm just going to use an example of one of the sets that was really common when I was playing. That is the Untamed set. So if I wanted to buy, thankfully I didn't, but if I did want to buy a max level Untamed set to compete at the highest level of Splinterlands and earn the most rewards, it would have cost me about $16,000. So $16,000. Well, actually, let's look at this graph here. This only goes back to 2023. So all of this data is not really going to apply to the bull market because we're only going back 6 months. But let's just assume $16,000 you got started playing 6 months ago. Your value of your investment is now around $6,000. You have lost $10,000 or about a 62% decline. Now, obviously, you don't have to buy a max level set. You can buy a bronze level set, a silver level set. You're going to be playing at a lower level. You're going to earn less rewards. Your dollar value of your loss is going to be smaller, obviously, but the percentage terms are going to be about the same. So regardless of how you're looking at it, you're down about 62%. If you bought this max level set, you are $10,000 in the hole just starting out. And that's what I want people to understand. When you hear that Splinterlands is play to earn gaming, you're going to see a lot of content creators and they're like, hey, I made $2 today playing Splinterlands and it's something I enjoy and it's fun and I'm getting paid to play a game, right? I'm not discounting their earnings. I'm genuinely happy for them that they are earning money. However, you've got to look, if you are $10,000 in the hole starting out, that $2 that you're making, you're going to have to spend 20 years playing the game just to break even. And that's not even including the fact that cards rotate out. As they rotate out of the format, their value can decline, right? There's a lot of things going on. So obviously, the price of the earnings, the things that you're getting for playing the game, have substantially decreased. The value of the investments you have to make to get started in the game have decreased. Obviously, there are lots of different sets, right? I'm looking at a set that was really popular when I was playing. If you're looking at some of the more recent sets, Rebellion, Rift Watchers, they seem to be doing a little bit better at holding their value, but that's also not something that's completely absolute. If we look at their most recent pre-sale, they sold the Rebellion packs to the public for about $5 per pack. If we look at the secondary market, they are now trading for about $3.90. So still, even with their most recent sets, they've not went down 60% in value, but if you bought these packs, you can now only get about 80% of the value out of them if you go to sell them, right? So about a 20% decrease in the values. And you can see that their Chaos Legion set has done absolutely abysmally worse. If I remember correctly, back in the day, those packs were selling for $4 to the public. They're now about 82 cents. So again, that's about a 75% decrease in value. Again, if it's fun, if you like the game, cool. If you're looking at it from a play to earn standpoint, as the game markets itself, that's a different consideration. But it's not just the dollars and cents aspect of Splinterlands that I want to address. If we look back to the peak of Splinterlands, when it was the leading game, when everyone was talking about it, you can see that they were having almost 6.5 million unique wallet addresses interacting with the game. Now they are way less than 500,000. If you look at the transactions that were being conducted on the game, again, 4 million, now less than 500,000. So it's not just the value of the assets, the cryptocurrency going down. People just aren't playing. People just aren't interacting with the game in the same way that they were. The company has been through 2 rounds of layoffs. Again, when you cut staff, you're hampering your ability to deliver an effective product. If we look at land releases, right? This is something they've been working on for years. Multiple years they have been working on this, and the final product still has not been delivered. The founder is kind of spinning off and going his own way and focusing on a different aspect of the company, which again isn't necessarily terrible if they were growing, if things were booming. But when you have the founder kind of pulling back, and then you have players pulling back, and then you have the asset prices decreasing, it just doesn't inspire my confidence in the game. And that's really where I wanted to kind of wrap everything together. When I look at everything as a whole, I see that if you would have invested a significant amount to play the game, you would have lost a significant amount. The earnings that you're getting on a day-to-day basis are considerably lower than what they were at the high point of the game. Players are pulling away, staff is unfortunately being cut, and even the founder is maybe not as solely focused on the game as he was in the past, right? He might be doing other great, amazing, wonderful projects, but you're not having that same degree of focus. So I just want to wrap this video up by reiterating that if you like the game, if you find it fun, and you're counting this as part of your gaming budget, I am not here to take that away from you. I want you to have fun. I want you to enjoy the game. But for me personally, one of the reasons that the game was so fun was because of that economic aspect. And at the current time, I'm just not seeing that it's viable as a play to earn game for me. If you're someone that is making money off the game, high five, thumbs up. I want you to succeed in the game. I want the game as a whole to succeed. Like I said, this is a game that has a very special place in my heart. It's a game that I think has a ton of interesting technology and a really supportive community. It's something that I want to see be successful. Because I'm just not feeling it at the current time, I think it's better for me to sit on the sidelines and silently wait till the game becomes more of what I want to see it become, as opposed to making frequent videos criticizing or pointing out negative aspects of the game. I want the people that enjoy the game to continue enjoying the game, the people that are making money to continue making money, and again, hopefully at some point I'll be able to get more back into the game, but at the current time, it's just not for me. As always, I thank you for watching the video. If you love Splinterlands, I hope you continue to enjoy playing the game. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.